What's up, guys? How we doing? Nick Levecchia here, creator of blacktopballers.wordpress.com. Here to give you the inside scoop on all new releases, where you can find the cheapest shoes, some good quality shoes from your favorite stars, such as LeBron James, Jordans, and Kobe Bryant. I know the summer season is coming up, so I want to make sure you get you guys ready and give you all the details on where you can find all of your favorite shoes at the right price. The first one we're going to be talking about LeBron James. Some good quality shoes on Nike.com. This is where you'll find all of the new releases that he has. If you look a little bit further, that he also has some filters on the side, men's, women's, and boys that you would shop for. We're more focused on males. He also has a good place on eastbay.com where you could find a lot more of his vintage kind of shoes for a little bit cheaper of price. But definitely a good spot for some older shoes, not necessarily where you would go for new releases. And the last one is dhguide.com. This is a new one. This is a manufacturers in China that make actually their own types of these shoes as a separate entity from, Nike and Adidas and such like that. So they're very cheap. That's why. And I do not recommend them. Sometimes there's problems with the shipment coming from overseas. So I do not necessarily recommend them, but they are a good place to find some cheap LeBron shoes if you are interested. Second, we have some Jordan shoes. These are just, he specializes in both high and low tops, just because, when you're buying a Jordan shoe, it doesn't really matter if you're buying it for to play basketball or not. You're buying because it's a Jordan. That's just simply how it is. But this is where you could obviously find all of his new releases, much like LeBron. Some cheap shoes are off Foot Locker here. Some cheap Jordans. As a matter of fact, in store they have a whole section for Jordan sneakers, as opposed to other stars where they just have one or two of them, or maybe just a shelf. Jordans take up most of the section, male section for Foot Locker. And if you want to buy some cheap ones, I found kickscraze.com. This is a good one where you could find, once again, a lot of vintage shoes, stuff that you don't necessarily see in the store, but a good place to find those. And last but not least, we have Kobe Bryant shoes, specializes in low tops if you're interested in those. Once again, he is sponsored by Nike, so all of his hot new releases, all of his most popular shoes can be found on Nike.com. Nike Flight Club for Kobe has many of his vintage shoes. Prices are just a little bit higher, but that's because these are more exclusive shoes. He does have some high tops, as you see here, but those are just to sprinkle in, just in case anybody is interested in Kobe and some high tops, but he mainly focuses on the low tops. And the final website I found is Kixologist. This actually is one of my favorites. You could type in any player, and here you have a list of his shoes in order of when they came out, the starting price, what you can buy them at now, descriptions, colors, all that kind of good stuff. I thought that was really interesting. And lastly, for you guys, I have a YouTube channel that I had discovered not too long ago called the Soul Brothers. These guys talk about all of the new shoes that come out. They pretty much go head to head, which has better quality, where you could wear which shoe on the blacktop or on a court, which one looks better, the do's and don'ts, some of that good stuff. They also have some funny ones like Crocs and Nike Air Max, if you get super interested. But mainly they also talk about what shoes you could wear on the concrete and which ones you should not. So that's important for my audience, because we're talking about summer basketball, which is typically featured on a blacktop. You could find all of these links and on the side of my website, high tops and LeBron James, Jordans, low tops. Very easily accessible. Once again, blacktopballers.wordpress.com. Nick Levecchia here, All Shoes NBA. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel as well. That's where this video will be posted, with some footnotes underneath for specific areas that you guys would need to focus on, some cool tips, and some new features that might be coming soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the screencast and we're looking forward to having you guys ready for the summer with your basketball shoes.